Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. I think my lips have stopped working. I've been working a lot today. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you, my bull gang. I am your bully sister. Thank you so much for clicking here, and happy birthday to you, Taurus. It is your birthday season, so if you had a birthday in the last couple of days, yesterday I wasn't on the platform, but if you had a birthday yesterday, happy birthday to you. Thank you for all the birthday wishes that are in the comments. I doubt I'll get to each and every one of them to answer them, but I definitely am looking at them, and I just want to thank you so much for all the love that you've poured out, and I do appreciate you. All right, Taurus. You know that when I come by to give you some bonus reads, Taurus, there's no date or time, so this could resonate with you today, tomorrow, or a year from now. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. I'm just going to throw some tarot. We're going to find out what the energies are for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what is coming up for Taurus. My intention for this reading, Taurus, is that this is either present energy or it's future energy. This is not a past energy read. Tell me about, tell me about Taurus. What is going on with Taurus, please? We have the Five of Swords. Why is that? We've got disagreements, arguments. Ooh, more fives. What's going on here, Taurus? What is going on? We've got the Four of Swords and the Four of Moons. So this is the Wandering Moon Tarot. All the moons are cups and the stars are pentacles. We have the Five of Wands and we have the Five of Swords. With the Four of Swords, Taurus, it feels like you're healing from something. I want to say that you're healing from something and you're worried about something. It feels like there was a disagreement between you and somebody else. That person, I feel like you're arguing with yourself, Taurus. I feel like you said something that you meant when you said it because it needed to be said, but it feels like with the Five of Wands that you're still beating yourself up about it, about saying it the way you said it. But I just want to say, Taurus, if you said it, it needed to be said. And I feel like now things are quiet, or it's like it feels like it was somebody that you spoke with. I want to say that this might be a turning point, that whatever it is that you said, it really landed with this person, and it feels like it needed to be said. 2 fives for me, more than 1 5 in a reading for me as a reader is quick change. 1 5 is lack, but and the fives are lack. There's no doubt about that, but it feels like you're not here very long. And so I want to say that you just kind of skippity-doo, like you're worried about it, right? Like you're still thinking about it, right? When your head hits the pillow, and maybe I shouldn't have said it that way, but I just want to say for those of you who have had this argument in the last couple of days with somebody, it needed to be said. And whether it was said with force, like maybe you said it with force or something like that, it feels like this person needed to hear it because this was a battle of egos. And I feel like somebody here was trying to make you think something that wasn't happening. So the Five of Swords to me is like a fundamental difference, right? It's like that you have a difference of opinion with them, and they got mad at you because you wouldn't believe that the way that they believed. And so that's why I'm saying I feel like it was something that you had to say. But I feel like now, like you're not really talking to them, or they're not talking. And I don't think it's because you said, look, I'm not talking to you anymore. I feel like words were said, and then we just sort of parted. The Four of Cups is here, and now we're just not speaking to each other. We're just kind of sitting here quietly in our energies after this battle here. I feel like you are feeling a little bad about the way things went down, Taurus. We do have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like you felt like you had to say it. The Queen of Wands is someone who's been through a lot. I think you had enough, I want to say. I think you had enough. You're not letting one more person tell you exactly who they think you are. And this almost feels like the 2 fives here almost feels like a bit of gaslighting. Like maybe you said to someone a certain, whatever you were talking about, and they're like, no, that's not how it is. But you knew that's how the way it was because you were there. And they're saying, no, that's not how it worked out. That's not how it was. So I think with the Queen of Wands energy, you're like, you know what, I'm out. I just need to not talk to you for a little bit. Maybe you didn't say it, but I think that the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords is telling me you needed to get your emotions stable. You needed to get your mind stable. It feels like you're kind of pulling away from this person and thinking about it with the 9 swords present here. But the Queen of Wands tells me you're independent. You do what you want. And I feel like this person was trying to put their opinion on you and trying to make you believe the way that they believed. And you're like, nah, bro, that's not the way it goes. I'm the Queen of Wands. I do what I want. You could have fire in the chart, but it doesn't matter, hill of beans. I mean, this is an energy, right? So I'm reading the energy. I'm not reading, like, it could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. You could have fire in the chart and all those things, but I don't think that's what I'm reading here. The King of Swords, there it was. You said it really honestly. Oh, look at the Queen. King and Queen of Swords, look at that. That's why this didn't go down the way you thought it would. I want to say, Taurus, you don't even have to have any air energy in the chart. I think most of us do have a little bit of everything, but nonetheless, the King of Swords, right? Aquarius energy. The Queen of Swords energy is Libra. I feel like it feels like you were very honest with this person. I want to say to a point of cringe. You were like, no, that's not how this is going. You can't say that to me, and I'll tell you the reasons why. And I feel like you really explained it to them, and not in a way to hurt them, because the Queen of Swords is present, and the Queen of Swords never wants to hurt anybody with their words, but they must be honest. Because when we're not honest with ourselves or with the people that we're speaking with, it starts to get muddled and big. And you know what I mean? If we're not really honest and we don't cut through the crap, that it starts to get bigger than it is, and lies upon lies upon lies. And I'm not going to say this just to keep the peace. And I feel like with this energy here, that we were dealing with two people in swords, that you were being very honest with this person and they were very honest with you back. And now we got to go to our own parts of the world for a bit, and we need to think it out. But I think with this fire and swords here, that's all masculine energy. I don't think that this person thought that you were going to stand up. You could be the masculine, but this is masculine energies here, and I feel like you could be the masculine, but you could be the feminine. We have masculine and feminine here, right? We have feminine leaning energy here. It feels like there is just no more that you could take. You couldn't just smooth it over anymore. You weren't just going to let them get away with it anymore. It was time for you to say what you needed to say. And the only time that anything like this is going to go down, Taurus, is when you're no longer scared to lose people. When we're scared to lose people, we shut our mouths. We don't say anything. We keep it under the surface. We start to feel in lack. We start to be worried. We start to be confused. But I feel like you're like, no, I'm not doing this with you anymore. Tell me about the Queen of Wands, please. We've got the Three of Cups, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Magician, 555. So something here you said landed with this person, and it's going to change them. Whatever way it changes them, whether they never speak to you again or whether they come back to you and say, Taurus, I appreciate the way that you spoke, the way that you said what you said. I didn't realize it was going on the way it was. And maybe this person's never going to speak to you again for some of you. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Magician. It feels like, and the Three of Cups here. So it feels like we went from this passionate celebratory energy to the Five of Pentacles and the Magician. It's almost like you had to pull out every tool in your toolbox in order to make this person understand that if they couldn't just keep their mouth shut, that you are just going to be on the outside looking in. I feel like what you've done in the past, Taurus, is I feel like the Three of Moons and the Queen of Wands is telling me that although it got fiery, although our conversations got a little bit fiery, that you would back off and say, it's okay, it's good, it's all right. And then we go back into our celebratory energy. But I don't think it happened that way this time. I think you're done. I think you're over it. The Five of Pentacles is on the outside looking in. And the Magician is like you pulled out every single stop that you had. You pulled out every tool and said, these are the reasons why you can't speak to me that way anymore. Tell me about the King of Swords. You could have had a conversation with the King of Swords, or maybe you used the King of Swords energy to speak with this person. Tell me about the King of Swords. It's like somebody wasn't really giving you any of their energy. Like it feels like that kind of thing. It's like, you only text me or call me when you want something. So what do you want now? Like that's what it feels like here. Tell me about the King of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Page of Swords, and then we have the Ten of Wands. So it became really burdensome for you not to speak out, be honest, be truthful, and transparent about how you felt about the situation. The Ten of Swords is here. I want to say that it was a very abrupt end to the conversation, and you may never see this person again. They may never text you back, but I think you were willing to use the King of Swords energy and say, I'm going for broke. I don't really need you in my life. You're not giving me anything. All I get from you is the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. You only contact me intermittently when you think that you need something emotional or you need me to help you with something, and I'm not going to be played like that anymore. So the Page of Swords tells me it's something that you've learned that's new. So whether you've been practicing it or trying to practice it, and I just looked at the timer, it's 10:10, whether you've been trying to practice it or not, I feel like you have become the student of the King of Swords. And that's pretty great. The Ten of Wands is here. It's like you were able to release the burdens. I love it. So I don't know what the conversation was about, but it feels like somebody here just said, look, no. And not in a way that was terrible or awful or hurtful. I feel like you were just really honest and let them know, look, nah, that's not what's going down here anymore. Because I've learned, it feels like, Taurus, with the Page of Swords, you've learned something. You've grown. And you've learned something. And the something is that you can't talk to me any type of way. And I'm not going to smooth it over anymore with the Three of Cups. I'm just going to be independent, do what I want. I color outside the lines, and you're going to have to get used to that. That's what it feels like here. So why are you still beating yourself up about it? Because I think, the thing is, ultimately, Taurus, you are loyal. You're a loyal friend. You're a loyal lover. You are somebody who will stay too long. I stayed too long in a 21-year marriage. That probably should have been done at year 10. But, I feel like you hung around because you are loyal. And now you're feeling bad about what you said to this person, but you're not going to retract it because you know it had to be said. And when we demand that people treat us better, or we put up a boundary and say, this is my boundary on me, and if you can't treat me as I propose you treat me, then I got to go. Tell me why you're feeling bad about this. Five of Wands here. We have the Ace of Cups, we have the Page of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like you have feelings for this person. That's probably why. But we have 5 cups now. 5 cups is regret and sadness. It's almost like you're beating yourself up inside with the 5 of Wands, regret and sadness. I shouldn't have said that. But no, Taurus, you should have said it. We've got the Page of Wands. This has put you on a brand new path. It's like you've decided that I need to start speaking up, and if people leave, then they gotta go. And that's it. And we've got the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is, I don't think that you expected you would have to say that to this person, because I feel like they expected you to just smooth it over and let them say whatever they wanted to say, and then you wouldn't say anything. So the Knight of Wands tells me that with the Page of Wands, it tells me this person is really immature, that they really didn't give you they really don't give you what you need in a friendship, a relationship, whatever it is. Maybe it's a member of the family. It could be that. But you really have feelings for this person. You really love them, whether they are a member of the family and it's platonic, or whether you love this person in a romantic way. The Ace of Cups is here, regardless of what the relationship is. I really want to say, though, that I think that it was somebody who's super immature. I think that they said something that they usually could get away with you. And I feel like since you've learned with the Page of Swords here, since you've learned how to handle people with the King of Swords energy, that you're not letting people get away with it anymore. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about the Five of Swords. What did you disagree on? Tell me about the Five of Swords for Taurus. What did Taurus disagree on with this person? Somebody threw down their swords and left. That's what it was. And now they're silent, and now it's worrying you. Like, it feels like with the 9 of Wands here, right? We got 4 and 5 is 9. That it's not worrying you, but it's like, maybe I should just say sorry, right? So we got the 2 cups here. We've got the King of Cups here, and we have the Page of Pentacles. We've got Page of Pentacles. No, sorry, Page of Swords. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. This, for some of you, could be someone that you have children with, that maybe you were arguing about, what's supposed to happen with the kids, or maybe we were having a conversation about that. Maybe you're co-parenting with this person. It could be that as well. So we have the 2 of Cups, we have the King of Cups. I feel like the person you were speaking with is someone who's very sensitive. And it's probably the reason why you kept not really saying anything with your swords energy. It feels like that's the reason why you kept smoothing it over. Because the King of Cups, although they'll never show it on the surface, is very sensitive underneath. They are someone who takes everything to heart. They take everything into the heart space. And so I feel like you have feelings for this person or they have feelings for you. It could be romantic feelings for some of you, but the Page of Pentacles is here. And it feels like you just began speaking again, or this is like something new, or it might be, it could be someone you don't have a whole lot of history with. With the Page of Pentacles, it can indicate that this is something really small that began to grow in the 3D. It could be that, maybe you guys weren't speaking, and now you're speaking again because the Four of Swords is here. And it ended up in an argument because this person doesn't realize that since they spoke with you last, that you have grown quite a bit since they spoke with you last, and you're not into the same shenanigans. So I feel like it pushes this into a new beginning here. We do have you taking a leap off the edge here, a leap of faith. I think that's what you did when you were speaking with this person. You're like, well, I got to say it, whether it lands or whether it doesn't. This person's got to understand where my boundary is. We have the King of Pentacles. There's you. It's you that took the leap of faith. I got to say it. If I'm going to say it, now is the time to say it. So this person is quiet with you. Are they going to contact you back? Are you guys going to have another conversation? Yeah, you will have another conversation. So whether you contact them or they contact you, take it as it resonates for you. It looks like the Ace of Swords is here. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You don't have to be. We do have Aquarius energy here. No, sorry, not Aquarius. Aries energy here. Here we have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. And Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. So I want to say that this is a break. This is a bit of a break because I feel like, as I was saying before, the person that you said it to is having a breakthrough. They're thinking about what you said because I don't think you said it in a way which hurt them. I think you said it in a way, Taurus, which is honest, and you were assertive and not aggressive. And I feel like this person took this away and is thinking about it. I feel like you said it in a moment. And it might have been a moment of passion or a moment of, you know what, I've had enough of this person already. I feel like this person is having a breakthrough about what you said. You're teaching them something. And ultimately, you teach people how to treat you. And I think you're teaching or reteaching if you already know this person for a while. Because it does feel like you two were speaking and then you weren't speaking and now you're speaking again. But that you do have some sort of a romantic connection. It could be somebody who came back from the past because of the damn retrograde, right? And maybe it just didn't go off. Maybe you just went off. Maybe that's all it was. Could be a Leo. Got that energy here as well. I feel like you had to say something. You've learned to speak your mind because of the Ten of Wands, because you need to get rid of the burdens. And the Ten of Swords is like you went for broke. With the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords, you're like, you know what? If this ends up being a painful ending, then at least I have the release. I'm good. Tell me what the outcome is here for Taurus. We do have the Queen of Swords back again. We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Swords. You know what? I feel what you're going to do is that you're going to invite this person to speak with you again. And I mean that energetically. You're going to say to the universe, you know what? If this is meant to be, it will come back round for me. And if it's not meant to be, then it's going to stay where it is. We do have the Queen of Swords and we do have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, which tells me that we are not even. That there's still things that are left unsaid. But the Queen of Swords is the person who can say them, who's liberating themselves from a situation where they're getting no reciprocity. It's time to move on with the Six of Swords. I feel like for some of you, you're leaving it here. You're deciding that you're no longer dealing with this person. And it does feel like for some of you, it could be someone who came back during the retrograde season. And now we decided we're totally not compatible. I'm not going to deal with you talking to me like this ever again. Two of Wands tells me, yeah, you had to make a decision. Four of Pentacles tells me that you are shut off, shut down, and you close this cycle here, or this chapter, the World card. This is like an accomplishment for you. I feel like speaking your mind, speaking up is an accomplishment for you. This person could be someone that you had a lot of heavy feelings for, or maybe they're a soulmate, and you just had to finally set it straight with them. The World card tells me it's an accomplishment. Could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, or Gemini you're dealing with. The Moon is here. You don't know what's happening next, but I don't think you care, my friend, because you're at the crossroads. They can do whatever they want to do. You're at the crossroads. They can come back if they want. If they want to, you will talk to them, but it's got to be their decision because you said what you said. I'm proud of you. I'm going to go for now. I love you guys. I'm up for now. Bye-bye.